Dan Smith still hanging out with us here with Vail Mountain Rescue. Dan, we talked a little bit off camera about no missions over the past week or two. That can obviously shift.
About the next 2 minutes, that'd be all that'd be necessary.
Yeah, you have your phone with you, radio.
Yeah, right on the left hip.
So we talked also off camera about, moving people up within the ranks and filling these roles. Like you said, you're aging yourself, but you're 70 or whatever. I don't even know how old you are. How old are you?
Be 72 in November.
So, but you're looking at this younger crew coming in because you need to constantly be thinking about other people that are going to take over some of these other roles, and you filled a lot of leadership roles recently.
Yeah,
right?
I spent the weekend training search managers down in Fraser, along with other folks on the Colorado Search and Rescue Board training team. Okay. And you have to bring them along because this is where in the world is Carmen Santiago? I mean, you're right. Trying to figure out where this guy is and how to get him. But you also within your team, you got to bring people up, and we brought 3 folk up last night that are now support members, and they're qualified to lead teams, and they've got the skills. You have to have the skills, but as we were talking, the big skill is leadership.
Yeah.
You have to have the leadership skill and the judgment. Once they're around the corner, whoever the mission commander is, me or somebody else, you don't have any control over them anymore.
Yeah.
And when they get to a trail junction and you've told them to go right, because that's what you think the right answer is, and they get there and look at the trail and it's no tracks on it, and it's all down timber, and they're saying, this guy didn't go right. Command, team 1, I'm going left. They have to have the judgment and the willingness to make those decisions,
the confidence,
and take responsibility for your decisions.
And being able to think on their feet, because you have game time decisions, really, and that probably happens a lot more than we'll ever know here.
Oh, and you've just gone uphill about 1,000 feet, you're going, and you have to make those decisions. and we've got to bring people along, and that's what we're doing. I mean,
that sounds great.
In the old days, it was just 20 guys that had known each other forever and ever, and they pulled 20 missions a year. We're at 119 right now, and the population of the valley's changed. Yeah. And you have to match your team to the pool of people you got to pull from.
Also, stuff coming up this weekend, hazmat. What did you say? You have
helicopter
hoist
training on Wednesday, and then on Friday, this is going to be fun. We're doing an after-action review of all the hoist missions we've pulled all year. What'd you do right? What'd you do wrong? What could we improve? What should we not do anymore? Things like that. And it's out with the Guard because we're part of them, they're part of us in the helicopter. It's the command pilot and whoever the team lead is for us talk about how to do things, and you always get input from your crew chiefs and from the other guy on the hoist team, and that's how we'll do this. And those decisions are very interesting when you make them at 120 miles an hour at about 500 feet off the ground.
Oh, man. Wow. I mean, it's true. I can see that also. Like once again, it's thinking on your feet.
Exactly.
But then you got to look back and relive it once again and see if it was the right decision to be made. Some of those you probably know they are not right in the heat of the battle, but other times you sit there and go, you know what, we could have done this a little differently.
Well, and I've done hundreds of missions and many hundreds as incident commander. I can't think of one I haven't made a mistake on. Now, what's starting to be frightening is I don't want to ever make the same mistake twice, but I'm running out of mistakes. Something's going to get repeated here soon. But no, you learn, boy, that didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. Let's not do that again.
Well, yeah, and you can just take that across the board with everything also. Dan, thanks for being here.
Pleasure, always.
All right. Be safe out there today. Dan Smith, Vail Mountain Rescue. We have a weather report coming up next. Get outside and play today. Weather in the forecast, moisture, but who cares? We're in the mountains. It's beautiful.